Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we kind of decided to go and buy some items at Woolies and at Checkers because we really wanted to kind of compare the same items at the two different shops and kind of see like why the price is different, if there's any warrant for like actually having a big price difference, and also like the quality of the product, because
yeah, where's the extra price coming from? Is it really got to do with the name, or is it got to do with
the quality
of the packaging, the quality of the product, the taste?
So yeah, so we kind of did it so that you don't have to, and yeah, I hope this kind of helps you, I don't know, to make better decisions.
The items are really random, but I feel that they do cover a good range of items to give you a general idea.
Yeah, so yeah, let's jump right in. Okay, cool. So we can start off with the hot cross buns that we got. So we got these traditional Woolies hot cross buns, 6 in a pack, and then these ones from the Checkers, which is also 6. So we did the calculation for 6 of them, and the price difference for the hot cross buns. So at Checkers for 6 it is $16.99, and at the Woolies it is $28.99. That's quite a big difference in price. So what we're going to do now is we're going to taste them and see if there's really that big of a difference to kind of warrant the big price difference. Okay, so here we have Woolies, Checkers, Checkers, Woolies. So I'll taste and he'll taste, and then let's see. Okay, let's do the Woolies one first. Okay. They look different. The Woolies one has the little white, what is that called? The little white thingies on top of it, whatever that's called. Well, the Checkers one doesn't have that. It's not the same.
Well, they haven't, it's just lighter.
It's non-existent.
Hence the quality difference, maybe. But the Woolies one is more...
dense.
Yeah, it's more sticky dense. It's also, maybe that's why it's sweeter. It's more sticky dense, whereas this one's more fluffy and light, the Checkers one.
Okay, so which one do you prefer? I mean, would you buy the Woolies one again, now that you know there's such a massive price difference?
I think the Woolies one has more flavour. The spices and the sugars like meet each other in a better way than I think the Checkers one.
Okay, cool. So in my opinion, they're very, very similar. I don't think that they can be that massive like price difference. I mean, I don't really like the Checkers packaging. It's a little bit like, it's like very like homemade. Anyway, I don't think it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the Woolies one is that expensive. The Checkers one is very nice. Okay, cool. The next up is cream cheese. So from the Woolies, we bought the generic Woolies brand of cream cheese. There you go. And then there you go. This one is from Checkers, which it reads here, it's especially packed for Checkers. It is called Crystal Valley, but I'm assuming it's kind of like a house brand. So the price difference for this, Woolies is 18 Rand 40 per 100 grams, where the Checkers one is 19 Rand 99 per 100 grams. So technically the Woolies one wins in terms of price. So we can taste now. Okay, cool. So we just put them on crackers. So this one is the Checkers one, and this one is the Woolies one, which looks exactly the same. And we're just gonna kind of taste. I don't like the Crystal Valley. It's like sour milk. There's some funny, soury kind of like, I don't know, flavor. I stick to the Woolies one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Woolies one, it just tastes better.
Yeah, it does. It's just that I don't know what it is. The Crystal Valley one just has like a funny like aftertaste where the Woolies one doesn't. So Woolies for the win. Okay, next is salty cracks. So we didn't go for the generic salty crack brand, obviously not. So we got the Woolworths one. There you can see salty cracks, and then this one at Checkers called salty. Just this one. There you go. So price wise per 100 grams, the Woolies one was 19 rand 45 cents per 100 grams, where the Checkers one was 9 rand and 50 cents per 100 grams. So also like a 10 rand difference in the price. So we're going to just see both is just lightly salted. Okay, cool. The difference between the two in terms of what they look like. This is the Woolworths one, and this is the Checkers one. They look very similar. A little bit. The Woolies one is a little bit bigger, and it didn't break really like the Checkers one. Here you go. Okay. You can taste. Okay, I'm gonna taste the Woolies one first.
Okay.
This one's nice, nicely salted, and it's like thin, which is what I like. Because when you do like a cheese platter with crackers and whatever, you want it to be thin. Okay, I'm going to taste the Checkers one.
It's not good.
It's very like bready and like thick.
Yeah, not crispy
and
at
not
all.
like crunchy. You know,
No,
like the Woolies one, kind of like.
That one won't even do that.
Yeah, that one just crumbles up. So I mean, it's still like a lot.
It's
I
a
think
salty
if you
crab.
like cater for like a lot of people, you can most probably buy like the more affordable one. But like if you really want to get a good salty crack, then the Woolies one definitely tastes better.
By far. It's also it tastes more salty.
Yeah.
Not overbearingly, but it's like the other one's lacking a bit of salt.
Okay, cool. Next item on the list is peanut butter. Who doesn't love a little peanut butter? Okay, cool. So what we got was the Woolworths one there. The no added sugar and salt, whatever. And then we got one from Checkers that's called Pot of Gold. And it also doesn't have any like added preservatives or whatever. There you go, it's like that. So they're saying they both are 400 grams. And the price difference for these are the Checkers one is 25 rand 99 cents. And the Woolies one was 29 rand and 99 cents. So it's not like a big difference, like a 4 rand difference. I really like the Woolies one. That's just the one I always buy. So let's see, maybe I can now start buying the pot of gold. What you would notice when you open them is that the pot of gold is sealed. The Woolies one's not. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, and as you can see, this is the color difference. There's not a big color difference. This one's a little bit lighter, the pot of gold, than the Woolies one. But yeah, we're just going to go in with a little spoon. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and you can have the rest of it.
Okay.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to do the pot of gold. It's a little bit more stiff than the Woolies one. So yeah, it's just that the one tastes very different to the other one, but it's, I don't know, whatever your taste, whatever you like.
Yeah.
I really like this one. I don't like it really tasting like anything except a little peanut. But this one definitely has some added things in here.
I think this one has the little brown shells that go around the actual insides of the peanuts.
I
think they mix them in, yeah. That gives you a bit more of the nutty flavor.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the nutty flavor, but anyway, both really good. Like I said, it's only a 4 rand difference in price, so you can buy whichever one you want. But this is a really good alternative to the Woolworths one is the pot of gold. Don't forget the pot of gold. Okay, next up is mini pizzas. I really like those little frozen mini pizzas that you can just pop into either the microwave or the oven. I just microwave them, but if you want it crispy, you'll do it in the oven. So what we got was the Woolworths mini cheese and tomato pizzas. Anyway, there you go. And then that Dr. Oetker one from Checkers. I think other people sell it too. It's not a Checkers brand. There was no house brand for little mini pizzas. So
we've prepared some earlier.
Yeah, so we've prepared some, but let me just get to the price. So the price difference for the pizzas were, the Woolies were R8.30 per pizza, and the Checkers one was R7.50 per pizza. The Woolies one is a little bit smaller than the Dr. Oetker one, so I kind of think that it's really like...
There's about a 10-gram difference. I think the Dr. Oetkers are a little bit heavier.
Yeah, but other than that, I do think that they're basically the same.
Yeah.
Like if you take the weight and the price and whatever and how many you get, then it's basically the same. So let's taste. This is the Woolies one, and then this one you can see is the Dr. Oetker one. So this is a little bit red, this is a little bit yellow. So does it mean this one has more cheese on it?
I think the cheese was longer on that one when I put them in.
Anyway, I'm going to taste the Woolies one now. I mean, I'm just saying the Woolies one feels a little bit rubbery.
Mm.
Okay, cool. Now I'm going to taste the Checkers one or the Dr. Oetker one. I like that one more.
Okay, it's important to mention these are just your normal margaritas or cheese and tomato pizzas. I think what I'm picking up in the Dr. Oetker one is there's more
tomato
flavor and more oregano in it as well.
Yeah, if you don't like oregano, then maybe not for you. Then maybe the Woolies one. The
It's
Woolies one is very little like tomato base, but with quite a lot of cheese on top of it, which is nice. But I think there's just a better balance in the Dr. Oetker one between the cheese and the tomato. So Dr. Oetker for the win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next up is fish fingers, which I don't know if a lot of people eat fish fingers. We like fish fingers, or he really likes fish fingers. So we got the Woolies one, which looks like that. You can see that. And then we got the I&J one. There was no house brand for Checkers either. So this is the one that we could get at Checkers, which is just the I&J fish fingers. So price-wise, per one finger, we worked it out per one finger. The Woolies was R2.69 per finger, and the Checkers were R2.21 per finger. So that means that it's almost the same. It's like a 40 cents difference. Color-wise, this is the Woolworths finger.
It's dramatic.
This is the I&J finger. So this one looks a bit more processed. Maybe this is a real fish finger and this is like a cardboard finger. Who knows? And then the I&J one. Anyway, so I really like both. It tastes different. The crumbs on the Woolies one, I don't actually know what the right wording is, but it looks
They're
more
bigger.
real.
Mm.
Like real, breadcrumbs, panko crumbs or whatever, where the I&J one looks like a whole lot of MSG that was packed onto my fish finger. But I don't know. But both is really nice. And such as, small price difference, they're equally as good.
Yeah.
Okay, then on to the next item, which is soup. Bags of soup, which I really like because I'm not really good at cooking, although soup isn't rocket science either. So what we got is, both is a vegetable soup, both is 600 grams. The Woolworths one looks like this. It is vegetable and barley, and then the Checkers one is vegetable and split pea. It's just like that. Anyway, the Woolies one says it's vegan, and the Checkers one is not because it contains cow's milk. So yeah, we are going to taste a little bit of both of them. Okay, cool. So we just poured out some soup in a little glass, little thingy from Banks. We got these from Banks, eh? These are super nice. Anyway, so this is the Woolies one. It's a little bit lighter in color, and then you have the Checkers one. Okay, so I'm just gonna like.
So I think they're basically the same thickness, roughly.
This is very nice.
Was the Woolies one slightly thinner?
Yeah.
But they both have like a good amount of bits in it. It's not just a watery soup.
And the Checkers ones taste like dish soap, so, and not like terrible dish soap, but it's not. The flavor is very different for two vegetable soups. The Woolies one is really good. Let's go, Claude. Come on,
Yeah.
that's not good.
No, that tastes like very old canned soup.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was really not okay. Cool. Let me just get to the price quickly. The Woolies one was $36.99 and the Checkers one was $29.99. So there is obviously a big price difference, and the Woolies one is really great. But I wouldn't even pay $29.99 for the Checkers one because it doesn't taste good at all. So it doesn't matter that it's cheaper. My taste buds aren't gonna now, start liking it because it's cheaper.
No.
So that's 100% a no.
You're better off with a cup of soup than the
Yeah, then
one.
you can buy the box cup of soup. This Woolies one is really good, and I don't think $36.99 is a lot. It's like a meal for 2 people.
Yeah.
If not 3, if you would like, toast and whatever, But yeah, the Woolies one I actually really recommend. It's really tasty. Not that Checkers one. Moving on, we have 3 more items.
Exciting.
So this one is funny. It is called water. Anyway, we bought the water so that you don't have to. We got the Woolies one. It's just a plain still 1.5 liters, and then I don't know how to pronounce this. You can see there, Aquila or whatever the case may be, 1.5 liters. So first of all, I just need a comment on the fact that this one from Checkers, the plastic is very thin, where the Woolies one, the plastic isn't as thin. So you might be able to use this more than once, where this one is like a one-use plastic kind of situation, which you don't want. Okay, cool. Then for the price difference between the two, the Checkers or the Aquila one, or whatever the name is, was $10.99, where this one from Woolies was $13.49. So I'm assuming you're buying for the plastic that's maybe a little bit more durable, because I think they both are natural spring water. They might have different sources. This one isn't. Yeah, this one is bottled in Franschhoek, and this one in the Drakensberg. So this one traveled a little bit further, maybe. So maybe a little bit the price went up of the gas, and now we're paying a little bit more for the Woolies one.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you want to taste if there's a difference?
So Woolworths water is pretty good in general. There we go. That's already a problem with the thin bottle.
Is when you touch it,
It
water
squirts
comes
out. Okay. So we always buy the Woolworths flavored water.
I mean, can you really taste the difference? Maybe not. Like I said, I think it's more of the packaging and the being sourced at different spots of the country that might be where the price difference comes in. I'm thinking, I don't know, but both taste really good.
I think water is water, but in the end of the day, the Woolworths one does have a slightly different
Like fresh, like
consistency to it, I feel. It's like that one's a bit flatter, even though neither of them are carbonated.
exactly. So anyway, we don't really know. I think you can just buy this one, but then again, like I said, you don't want to do like a one-use plastics kind of situation. So maybe don't buy any water and just drink from the tap and put it into a glass or a container that you can reuse over and over and over again. That is actually what I want to say. Okay, the second last item that we have is chippies, crisps. So we got the Woolies O Crumbs potato crisps, and then we got the one at Checkers called Tates, which I've actually never seen before, and this is the Woolies one. Anyway, so yeah, they both are the, you know, the crinkle cut kind of situation. So we thought it'd be good to compare. Okay, so price wise, the Woolies one was $16.99 and the Checkers one was $12.99. So I mean, 125 grams. Okay, both is 125 grams.
That's the standard size.
Although Woolies packet is bigger. My opinion, both is really good.
Yeah.
Both is equally as good. Crispy, nice crinkle cuts. The sizing is great of both of them. I think both is really great, and the flavors are really good.
Yeah.
So I don't have a preference. I don't think one is better than the other. Both's really good.
Yeah.
Lastly, what I have here is wine gums. So I think I've shown wine gums over and over and over on my channel, because we both really like wine gums. So what we got was, it's 400 grams both, in the Woolies wine gums, and then the Maynard's wines that we got at Checkers. So I know already I prefer the Woolworths one. It tastes very different to the Maynard's one. They don't have the same taste at all.
Well, we'll find out.
No, well they don't, because that's why I keep on buying the Woolworths one. I don't like the Maynard's wine gums. So anyway, the price difference on these are, the Maynard's was $49.99, where the Woolies was $59.99. So that's a 10 rand difference. I pay the 10 rand difference because I don't compromise on my wine gums, but you might feel different. We're going to taste the black one in the Woolies one and the black one in the Maynard's one. Makes my soul happy.
So, I think definitely the Woolies one's better. It's got more flavor in it, of like the actual, whatever fruit they're trying to flavor it as. The Maynard's one's very sweet. It's got a lot of...
Very sweet.
Yeah, and not like, I don't know, it's natural sugar. It's kind of like that artificial sweetener effect happening.
Yeah, so I know Woolies kind of on the packet says that they're excluding certain dyes and tartazin and whatever, so maybe that's also why it's different, because they, like, you know, exclude certain, like, bad ingredients in it. I don't know. But I'm going to stick to the Woolies one. I'll pay the 10 rand difference. So, yes, that is it.
No, it's not. I have a secret surprise for you.
Okay.
So,
he never has surprises. Oh, an extra one.
Yeah, I brought 2 extra things which I thought it might be well worth reviewing.
Oh, these are digestives.
Covered in chocolate, indeed.
These are Woolies digestives and the Baker's Better Snack from Checkers. Okay, cool. So the Woolies one, the digestive with chocolate around, is $35.99 for a 200 gram packet, where the Checkers one was $27.99. Let's taste. Okay, this is the Woolies one. As you can see, the cookie is quite thick compared to the chocolate on top. The Baker's one, the cookie is quite thin. I wouldn't pay $35.99 for the Woolies one. I think this Baker's one is really good.
I wouldn't pay the extra money either.
Not that the Woolies one is bad. It's really tasty.
No, it's better. It's slightly more sweet, I think, and
it is a little bit sweeter and it's thicker. But the thing is, the Baker's one
is really good.
Is really good. And if it's going to be that big of a price difference, I highly suggest rather getting this one than the Woolworths one. So that is it for our.
I think there's no more surprise items.
For our comparison of random food items. So, like I said, we tasted these so that you don't have to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it gave you some insight into whatever. Maybe it's just useless information, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and please remember to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Bye guys!
Bye.